Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti. It is Friday afternoon. We're going to take a look at 10 races. Let's get right to those track and weather conditions. The main track listed is good. There was no turf racing this afternoon. The first race, originally scheduled for 7.5 furlongs on the turf, to be run at 7 furlongs on the main track. Scratch the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, number 6, and number 10, the off-time favorite, number 12, Crazy Frank C.
They're off. Dothraki Warrior had a very good start. Crazy Frank C. sent along from the outside with Go Salvatore Go, now rallying up to grab the lead as they leave the chute. And then it's Great Balls of Fire racing to the inside of Cross That Bridget, and at the back of the field it's Burning Wild. Up the backstretch, Go Salvatore Go, a half length on top. Crazy Frank C to the outside, second, Great Balls of Fire, third by 3. And then it's Burning Wild and Cross That Bridget to the outside. Dothraki Warrior, who broke well, is now at the back of the pack and racing 7 lengths off the lead after a 22 and 3 first quarter. Past the half-mile pole, and it is Go Salvatore Go in front. Crazy Frank C is now just a neck back in second as they move for the far turn. And here comes Burning Wild, heading after the front runners while trying to save ground around that turn. And Great Balls of Fire is coming under a ride and dropping back. Dothraki Warrior about to go by that one, and then comes Cross That Bridget. The half mile goes in 46 seconds flat. They arrive at the quarter pole. Crazy Frank C on the outside to the front. Go Salvatore Go starts to give way at the rail, and Burning Wild swings up on the outside. They're into the stretch, and it is Paco Lopez and Crazy Frank C opening up to lead by 2.5 lengths as Burning Wild takes second from Go Salvatore Go, and the others have been left behind. It is Crazy Frank C coming home on top. Under the wire, Crazy Frank C is going to win by 3.5 lengths over Burning Wild, and then it was Go Salvatore Go followed by Cross That Bridget.
A favorite, number 12, Crazy Frank C, wins it, pays $3.60, owned by Frank Carl Calabrese, trained by Mike Petro, ridden to victory today by Paco Lopez. The second race, originally scheduled for a mile on the grass to be run on the main track. These are claimers, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races, or 3-year-olds. Scratch 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, and 11. The even money favorite, number 4, Stock.
They're off. Island Dude sent out of there. On the outside, El Caravan's got speed too. Between those two, Tiger Bourbon goes up, and Easement from the inside as the field races out of the chute and heads toward the backstretch. And the leader is Tiger Bourbon. Tiger Bourbon on top. On the inside, Blame It on Tequila now moves up into second position. And then it's Al Caravan in third. Behind the leader, Stock is fourth. Island Dude and Easement is last of them all. 24 flat was the first quarter as the field heads up the backstretch. And it is Blame It on Tequila on the inside, the leader. Alongside is Tiger Bourbon. These two match strides on the lead. Easement's made a middle move up into third now. And it's just in behind the top two as they head to the half-mile pole. And then it's Stock, Al Caravan to the outside. And Island Dude last of them all through a half mile that goes in 46 and 4 around the far turn. It is Blame It on Tequila to the inside. Tiger Bourbon right alongside. Tiger Bourbon a neck in front now. And then it's Al Caravan third outside of them. Behind the top three, Stock looks for running room in fourth as Island Dude switches to the far outside and begins to gain ground. Easement is last. It is Tiger Bourbon heading for home in front. 3/4 in 111 flat. Tiger Bourbon, the leader, slipping through his Stock on the inside, though, and Stock takes over. Stock to the front, pulling away from Tiger Bourbon. Then Al Caravan on the outside, Island Dude, and Blame It on Tequila, but it is Jose Lezcano and Stock. And Stock draws away in the end to win by about 6 lengths over Tiger Bourbon, Al Caravan, and Island Dude.
Number 4, Stock, saves ground and scores. The favorite for Barbara Hopkins, trained by Ramon Presidio and ridden to victory today by Jose Lezcano. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back for race number 3. Welcome back. Third race, a 6 furlong allowance optional claimer for 2-year-old fillies. One scratch, number 1, My Dear Venezuela.
They're off. And it's Island Saint on the inside who comes out running quickly. Alongside Dad's Kiddo is out in second. Barbarenda third outside of them, then Exchanging Secrets. Miss Inclusive is on the inside. And now moving up into fourth within 3.5 lengths of the lead. Go Roro Go is next, and Taha trails the field. Up the backstretch they go in pursuit of Island Saint and John Velasquez, and they lead it by 1.5 lengths. Barbarenda second, Dad's Kiddo third, 22-1 was the quarter, and they're racing into the turn. And then it's Miss Inclusive, fourth, 3.5 lengths off the lead, 3 furlongs out. Then it's Exchanging Secrets and Go Roro Go, and Taha trails the field. Island Saint now being motivated a bit up front. Barbarenda making a race of it on the outside, and right behind is Dad's Kiddo, who's saving all the ground, and Dad's Kiddo's going to try to slip through on the inside of Island Saint. Island Saint turns for home in front. Dad's Kiddo trying to rally up the rail, but Island Saint's got something left in the tank. Island Saint clear. Dad's Kiddo can't go with Island Saint, and it will be Island Saint who's going to pull away, and looking strong in the end here. Island Saint by 5. And then it was Dad's Kiddo, followed by Miss Inclusive. Then Barbarenda and Exchanging Secrets.
Number 2, Island Saint scores for Sienna Farm LLC, trained by Todd Pletcher. That's his 5th win with a 2-year-old at the meet. He's 5 for 5, ridden today by John Velasquez. Race 4, originally scheduled for 5 furlongs on the turf, to be run on the main track. These are maiden claimers, fillies, 2-year-olds. Full field of 11 runners going to the post.
They're off. And it's Walloping Wind who comes out running quickly. To the outside, Wicked 1-2. These two out for the lead, joined by Lucent Lady, who now goes up to grab the front, and Lucent Lady has taken over as they move for the turn. Wicked 1 away running in second position now. These two 1-2 going into the turn. Artemisa goes up in third. Starship Reina fourth by another 2.5. And then it's Walloping Wind, Love Years to the outside. 2 lengths more back to Our Treasures, Saratoga Angel. Julie's Dream Cat along the rail. Golden Delicious and Song Memory on the outside. Round the far turn, Lucent Lady, Wicked 1. These two with Starship Reina angling off the rail to try to come and get them. At the top of the stretch, Lucent Lady and Wicked 1 right together. Outside of them, Starship Reina third trying to close in. Furlong to run. Lucent Lady on the rail, Wicked 1 between, Starship Reina on the outside. These three with Walloping Wind moving up into fourth, but far behind them. Coming down to the line, it's Wicked 1. Wicked 1 by a neck. And then it was Lucent Lady, followed by Starship Reina, Walloping Wind, and Saratoga Angel.
Number 8, Wicked 1 wins it for Quintessential Racing, trained by Mark Cassie, and that gives jockey Jose Lescano his 2nd win on today's card. Race number 5, a 1-mile maiden claiming event for 3-year-olds and upward. Scratch number 7, Hennikin Maya.
They're all in line. They're off. Way to an even start. It's Tonight who comes out running well and goes out to take the early lead. El Discreto on the far outside is sharp from the start too, and it's these two that are going to lead him out of the chute. Charlie's Wisdom is right with him, third of the inside, and then it's Warrior's Instinct followed by Huddy Up. Break of 2.5 back to West Ride, Wild and Wild to the outside, and Hugueton. Chillum Court is next by 3, and then Batting Cage and Gunther Brothers last. 23-1 was the first quarter mile as they head up the backstretch, with Tonight, El Discreto, and Charlie's Wisdom all right together, fighting for the front. They've got 2.5 on Warrior's Instinct, running fourth by another 2. And then it's Wild and Wild fifth of the inside. Hugueton is going up on the far outside. Huddy Up's between those two. West Ride's about 7 lengths behind right now. Then it's Chillum Court, Batting Cage, and outrun is Gunther Brothers. They went 46-1 for a half mile as they round the far turn. It is Tonight, holding on to a narrow lead here. On the inside, Charlie's Wisdom is second. These two coming to the top of the stretch with Warrior's Instinct. Now moving after them 3 wide as they turn for home. It's tonight, Charlie's Wisdom, Warrior's Instinct on the outside. These three right across the track. Hugueton is fourth on the far outside trying to close in, and Wild is fifth. And now Warrior's Instinct has grabbed the front. Charlie's Wisdom on the inside is second, and then it's tonight and Hugueton, but it's going to be Warrior's Instinct. Hugueton gets second, and then Charlie's Wisdom. Tonight, and Wild.
Number 4, Warrior's Instinct, springs the upsets, pays $32.20 to win, owned by Sterling Racing LLC, trained by Harry Benson, and ridden to victory today by Orlando Boca Chica. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back for the race number 6 in just a bit. Welcome back. Our 6th race, 5 furlongs. The main track now listed as fast. These are claimers, fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the 6, scratch the 7, scratch number 14, and the also eligible number 15.
Pelagia had a good start and goes out to the front with Coco's Cat sent along, and Coco's Cat grabs the lead. And then comes Blame Dixie, who's third and just outside the pacemakers, moving for the turn. Whisper on the street, fourth on the inside. Secret Diary goes up in fifth. Angora's behind them in sixth. And then comes Starship Tammy on the inside, followed by a 3-wide Starship Muffy. And then toward the inside, I is next as they make their way around the turn. And then it's Patient Digna, and Ansiedad last of them all. They went 22 and 3 for the quarter. Around the far turn, Coco's Cat on the inside, the leader by a neck as they come toward the top of the stretch. Pelagia to the outside now draws up alongside in second. These two turn for home. Blame Dixie third, trying to come and get them. Then Whisper on the street on the inside. Starship Tammy is coming late in between horses, and on the far outside it's Secret Diary. But Coco's Cat and Paco Lopez have the rail in the lead as they come down to the line. Coco's Cat will win. Starship Tammy ends up second, and then came Whisper on the street, followed by Pelagia and Secret Diary.
Number 3, Coco's Cat, cruises along the rail to win it for Richard Claverdon, trained by Chuck Simon, and that gives jockey Paco Lopez his second win on today's card. Race 7, this 6-furlong maiden claiming event for 2-year-old fillies, 1 scratch, number 10, Queen G.
They're off. Salt and Pepper broke near the back of the field. Starship Maiden is out the best. Lucky Greatness on the inside, and Poda between those two. Constraint is away running in fourth. Then it's St. Mistress fifth on the outside, followed by Red High Tops. Avalanche down toward the rail. 2 lengths to Rock Solid Lady. Just My Game is next, and then comes Cali Cat. Salt and Pepper and Golden Mila is last of them all. Past the half-mile pole, Lucky Greatness and Poda. These two head and head through a 22 and 3 opening quarter mile, and they're clear by a length. Starship Maiden is third to the outside. Constraint fourth between. Avalanche is down on the inside running in fifth. Cali Cat is going up on the far outside, 4 lengths off the lead. And Golden Mila is also putting in a run on the far outside as they come toward the top of the stretch. Salt and Pepper still near the back, about 8 lengths off the lead as they turn for home. And Poda is the leader at 50-1. Ran 46 and 3 for a half mile, and Poda has turned for home with a 2.5 length lead. Constraint is closing in from second. And then comes Starship Maiden and Golden Mila to the outside. Poda reaching for the wire, still there. Constraint closing. Constraint getting up. Constraint in time. Runs down Poda, and then came Golden Mila, followed by Starship Maiden and Avalanche fifth.
Number 4, Constraint, closes down the center of the track and pays a very nice $17.40 to win. Owned by PTK LLC, trained by Dane Kobitsky, and ridden to victory today by Tyler Gaffleone. Race 8, originally scheduled for 7.5 furlongs on the turf, to be run on 7 furlongs on a fast main track. Scratch the 1, the 3, the 5, the 8, the 11, the 12, Note the jockey on the 10 is Edgard Zayas.
They're off. Steve on the far outside, Niche from the rail. These two out quickly. Between those two, Divine Delivery came out running in third. And then it's Brasiliano fourth and moving up on the outside. And then Treasury Devil, who's down toward the rail and just in behind the leaders. They're followed by Symphony 41. Mystical Terp is next by another 2.5. And then back to Charge. And then it's Money Talks and a Fleet Accompli, last of them all, as they run through a 23 flat opening quarter mile. Heading up the backstretch, Niche is the leader. A half length on top, Treasury Devil alongside second, Steve. Third, just outside the top two as they race for the turn. And then Divine Delivery, fourth along the rail. Brasiliano follows fifth. Symphony 41 has come under a ride. Clear from Charge, who's got 8 lengths to make up, but is picking up stride a bit on the turn. Dropping back is Mystical Terp outside of Money Talks, and then it's a Fleet Accompli. A 45 and 2 half mile around the far turn. Niche on the inside. Treasury Devil put to the whip in second. Steve trying to stick with him, third by 3. And then comes Symphony 41 in fourth. And on the far outside, Charge continues to progress, still with about 5 lengths to come. Inside the final furlong, Niche on the inside. To the outside, it's Treasury Devil. Symphony 41 is down at the rail. Charge is on the far outside. Late speed from a Fleet Accompli, who's really charging late. Here comes a Fleet Accompli. Got there from way behind. Symphony 41 next, and then came Niche, Charge, and Treasury Devil.
Number 4, a Fleet Accompli. Entered for the main track, scores for Javier Castellano, owned by Gary Franklin, Carmela Franklin, and Abertour and Stable, trained by Peter Walder. We'll take a break, be back for the late Daily Double. Welcome back. Race number 9, 6 furlongs. It's a claimer for 2-year-old fillies. Scratch the 1, Secret War. Scratch number 8, Holy Treasure.
They're off. And it's King of Jack who comes out quickly. From the rail, there goes Cat and Dog. Cat and Dog now up to grab the lead as they race up the backstretch. Scoff is now right alongside of Cat and Dog. These two are together on the lead. Cowtown Jane 2 lengths off of them. Then Marsala to the inside. King of Jack. White Knuckle Ride to the outside is next. And then back to Katira Rock and Playa Zaragoza. They race for the turn, Scoff and Cat and Dog together. 22 and 1 the quarter. They're moving along up front, 4 lengths ahead of the rest. Marsala follows in third. And then it's Cowtown Jane, Katira Rock splitting horses now and moving up. White Knuckle Ride's caught out there 4 wide by 3.5. Then Playa Zaragoza and King of Jack. And now Scoff has put away Cat and Dog. Scoff is opened up by 4. As they come to the top of the stretch, a 45 and 3 half mile, and Scoff put away Cat and Dog, but here comes Katira Rock, right on by Scoff. Katira Rock has taken the lead and is pulling away and will win for fun. Katira Rock coming under the wire all alone. Scoff will be second best, and then came Marsala, followed by King of Jack and Cat and Dog fifth.
Number 3, Katira Rock closes, pays $8.60 for Magic Stables LLC, trained by Antonio Sano and ridden to victory today by Emiciel Jaramillo. The 10th and final race, 1 mile on the main track. These are maiden claimers, 2-year-olds. Scratch the number 8, Pentinen.
Are all in line. They're off. Drawbridge is sent out of there with some early speed. Wayward Road on the inside. And farther out, Bay Point Count is going up to be a part of the pace. And here's Irish Warrior through on the inside now. And it's going to be Irish Warrior to battle it out early on as the field leaves the chute. Drawbridge is second to the outside by 2. Bay Point Count follows in third. And then comes Wayward Road, Freedom for DLT on the outside. Cyber Josh in behind them. Then back to Lockaway, Hope is Rising, break of another 6 lengths more to Spider Silk. Warrior's Legacy is next on the outside. Sandy Springs and A.A. Fratello. 23-3 was the first quarter mile. And Drawbridge takes charge as they head to the half-mile pole. Leads at a length and a half, getting away from Bay Point Count. Irish Warriors dropped back on the inside, now losing third. Into third is Freedom for DLT, who's 3.5 lengths off the lead but put to the whip. And then it's Cyber Josh, followed by Hope is Rising. Locked away to the outside is next. A.A. Fratello's picking up stride from the back of the pack. They have to come and get Drawbridge and Bay Point Count. They're 1-2, and they're clear by about 6 lengths from the rest. They went 46-4 for a half mile, and they're coming to the top of the stretch after 3 quarters in 1:12-2. And it is Drawbridge and Tyler Gaffleone with a 2-length lead over Bay Point Count, who's still in with a shot, and it's closed the gap now on the outside. They're well clear of A.A. Fratello in third. Drawbridge, Bay Point Count coming down to the line. Either of these two. Drawbridge holding on. Drawbridge holds off Bay Point Count. Then A.A. Fratello, Sandy Springs, and Cyber Josh.
Number 5, Drawbridge closes and scores, gives PTK LLC, Dane Kabisky, and Tyler Gaffleone's their second victories on the card. In the pick 5 today, 5 of 5 paid $1,352.45, 4 of 5, $23.10. The Rainbow 6 of 6, $7,446.40. We'll have a carryover of $12,600 going into Saturday's card. Also a carryover in the Super High 5, $3,890. And that wraps up Friday's card. On Saturday, 11 races with a first race post of 12:05, including 4 stakes races and the Grade 3 Rampart. What a day of racing is going to be. Good night and good luck.